What's going on, everyone? It's time to review a sci-fi thriller type of film, maybe a little horror. This isn't really a Christmas movie; it's just a wintry film. But I thought I'd check it out. It sounded like it was up my alley, so let's talk about it. Today, we're going to be talking about a film called Black Mountain Side. It's released sometime in 2015. It was directed by Nick. Oh, jeez. Sostakowitsky. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered that, but yeah. He did a few other films like Akron's Cankred, Dead to Rights, and Spare Change. So this is a Canadian thriller of like sci-fi horror elements mixed in with it. But this is definitely way more thriller than I was expecting. It's an interesting film. It was almost a little experimental, I thought. But yeah, so Black Mountain Side. So a group of scientists and stuff found this like doorway in the mountain. They're not sure where it leads to or anything like that. So yeah, they run an expedition dig site up in the mountains of Northwestern Territories here in Canada. That's where I am. So yeah, and as the dig goes on, some of their helpers go missing and leave without a trace and stuff, and then they get mutilated animals like a mutilated cat and stuff end up in the dig site. They're not sure why, and then people like the scientists and stuff slowly start going insane, and weird things start happening that they can't explain, and they try to do it because they're stuck in this remote area. There's no way out or anything like that. And then all of a sudden something shows up, and it gets even more visceral and weird throughout. So I might spoil some of this because I have to talk about things I like and dislike about it. Just giving you a warning right now. So overall, I thought this film was really well shot and acted. It was very interesting. And but overall, this film is super slow. This is like a snail's pace movie, and hopefully you're into that because there's no actual like score or anything. There's no music to lighten the mood or anything. It's just like constant dialogue and stuff. It's more of like a character drama film almost, with some like thriller. It's not really a horror. I wouldn't call this a horror film. A little bit sci-fi-ish, fantasy-ish, with some like thriller, sci-fi elements mixed in. Yeah, and so yeah, but the characters are pretty decent enough. Some of them are annoying, the end stuff, but the acting wasn't too bad for the most part. And that there's some parts where you could tell it's just like, woo, I probably could have done better with another take, but yeah. But overall, the way the story goes. So a little messed up. So when I first read like what this film was about, it sounded like John Carpenter's The Thing and Alienish and stuff like that. And so I was pretty excited. And then once I started watching it, I'm like, they pretty much leave it all up to you to do it. They don't really show much of it. So there's some good like gory, a little bit of gory stuff. Scenes in it and stuff, and aftermath, and yeah, for all you sensitive weirdos out there, there is some like suicide stuff in this and things like that, so that might throw some of you off. But yeah, they don't show it or anything like that, but they emphasize it and stuff. But yeah, but it's basically almost like cabin fever. It's just like a severe case of cabin fever, but then they try to put a sci-fi sciencey twist to it, and then instead it goes to a completely different direction. But like the sciencey stuff actually made sense in it, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of a weird thing to like mention because like they think they're turning into like octopus creatures and stuff. Some parasite like that makes you change and stuff, and then you hear this deep weird voice, and then it ends up being like this deer god. And that started getting a little hokey at times, but it was still amusing. It's just like it's always in the background in the dark shadows, so you get like little glimpses of it, but it never shows you right away. And but it really drives the characters mad, and people just go nuts and stuff, which I enjoyed that part. Overall, I thought this film was super slow though, and it was really hard to sit through. And Yeah, besides that, there's like a lot of good elements to it. Boy, was it like just hard to sit through and wasn't really that interesting. Once you see one or two things, they don't show you very much, and most of it comes in the last 20 minutes. And yeah, once it starts getting going, it's like, yeah, finally, I waited this long to see it, and then the movie ends. And it's just like, okay, well, that was a waste of time. Overall, there's some good potential. It just needed a little more work, I think. Um, like I said, it looks good. The acting's not too bad. The special effects are pretty good. Just overall, the story's really bland. Maybe could have used the score, and overall, a little more interesting. Maybe show us some more or something like that. And you could have had a way better movie. So, overall, for what it is, it's okay. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't really my type of thing. But some people probably really enjoyed this. But for me, I thought it was okay. I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 because at least it looks fantastic. And yeah, it has a lot of good stuff going for it. So, yeah. But it's on Prime right now if you want to check it out. At least the Canadian Prime it's on. But yeah. But also, I'll link the trailer down below so you can check that out. If it sounds like something you might be interested in, you can check it out down there. Also, link down below is my Instagram, where I always post clips of films and review in the future on my story. I should add the film title and hashtag subject on film and hashtag so you're aware of it. And so, link down below is my Letterbox, DP reviews, and so I post my first star rating after watching the films. So follow me on one of those platforms. Stay in with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any other winter horror films or any films in general in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. Somewhat like this. Also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going back to the Christmas slashers for this next one. I'm going to be checking out Don't Open Till Christmas. The iconic 80s killing slasher film where a guy kills everyone just as Santa. Definitely sounds fun, so I'm going to check that one out for the next one, and make sure you ring that bell to tune in for the next one, and yeah, but in the meantime, watch out for all those crazy people suffering cabin fever right now, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.